Last time we were exploring Paris after fixing our dodgy alternator.
Turning off the Seine, we went onto the Marne River just after Paris, where we met our good friends Anna and Marlin, who had sailed all the way from Oldenburg in Germany.
It was really nice to have some company, and we filled our days swimming behind the boat, having barbecues in the sun, and enjoying the scenery. There were testing times ahead, however, with canal closures and our biggest challenge yet, the summit of the canal system, which was a 5-kilometre dark tunnel. We were very much looking forward to getting there, as it would be downhill to the Mediterranean from then on. But would we make it? Sipping my coffee. After leaving the Marne River behind, we entered the canal system that runs through the Champagne region of France. Here you can see Astrid moored in Cumières, where world-famous champagne is grown and produced. Not long after leaving Cumières, we were interviewed by a national news channel, as we seemed to be the last boat trying to reach the Med. Apparently, the connection was closing soon, and we had 1 week to rush to the summit. So we enlisted some help with our lock openings. Now who's going to win? Harvey or us? After 6 p.m, the locks closed to non-commercial traffic, and sometimes we would be left with nowhere to tie up. So we had to practice our sheet bending and make do with anything we could find. Luckily, being on a canal, there was no current to wash us away during the night. On entering the canal system, you are given a remote, which you press on approaching the lock. Red means do not enter, red and green means the lock is preparing, and sometimes you have to wait quite a long time to get the full green light, which means enter. While hovering outside the lock, you often have to deal with currents, which led to us grounding on a couple of occasions. After trying many different methods for the locks, we found the best way was for me to climb up the slimy ladder with the midships and stern line. I would take a turn around a bollard at the top and pass the stern line back to Fred. Fred would then pass me the bow line, which I would tie off on something above the lock to keep the bow in. I would then pull in the slack on the midships, and Fred would do the same with the stern line. The trouble was, sometimes the ladder was on the left and sometimes it was on the right, so it's best to have lines and fenders ready on both sides. So we're just about to go into a 5-kilometre tunnel. It looks very dark. Are the lights gonna come on? Or are they the lights at the side? I think that's all the lights we're getting.
After the tunnel, it was downhill all the way to the Med, and we found ourselves in some big locks.